Today, we are going to go on a voyage of exploration and discovery. We are going to study about one of the most important and vital natural resource. It is of utmost importance to the survival of mankind, plants and animals. We will learn what this resource is, what its composition is, its various types and how we need to take care of it. We will be taken on this journey of exploration by Mrs. Good Earth. Earth, our environmental studies teacher, and David, a student in the class. So get ready, here we go.
Hello children, it's good to see you all looking so healthy, bright and cheerful. I am sure you will answer the little quiz I have for you today. Before we begin our lesson, you can nominate one person who will answer for all of you.
I will try and answer the questions, ma'am.
Great! So David, look at the picture and tell me, what do you see there?
Ma'am, that is an earthworm. I have seen them crawling in my garden.
Good, David. Now look at the next picture and identify what it is.
Oh, that's very easy. That is a spade. We use it for digging.
Good show, David. Now listen to the oral clue I am going to read out and give me the answer. I am found on beaches. I am light brown in color. I am made up of 4 alphabets. What am I?
Ma'am, I had gone to Goa during the summer holidays and so I know the answer. It is sand.
Well done, David. Now for the next picture.
That's dried leaves, ma'am.
Yes, David, you are right. Now put on your thinking cap and tell me one thing which is common or is linked to all your answers. That is, it is a common link between earthworm, spade, sand, dried leaves. Think well. It is associated with words like ground, dirt, land, etc. It is again a word made up of 4 alphabets.
Ma'am, is it earth? No, that is a 5-letter word.
You are very close. I will give you the last alphabet. It is an L.
Oh yes, I got it. It is soil.
Excellent, David. You have got it right. It is soil. Today we will discuss about soil, its types, its importance, its erosion, and its conservation. You all know what it is and all of you have seen it, and I am sure played in the sand pit and in the mud. Can you tell me what is soil?
Soil is the mud we find on the ground mixed with small stones, leaves, etc. Plants grow on it.
Exactly. You already know what it is. Soil is a mixture of broken rocks, minerals, living organisms and humus. Soil also includes air and water. All the living things in the soil, like the earthworms, bacteria, etc., plus the essential material that these organisms need to survive, form the soil. Just as you need to eat good nutritious food with lots of proteins, vitamins, calcium, etc., in the same way the health of the soil depends on its interaction between air, water, minerals and organic matter, that is, plant and animal remains. The best composition should be as seen in the pie chart.
Ma'am, I know soil is found on the surface and what it is made of. Can you tell us how soil is formed or made?
As you can see in the picture, the parent material or rock, due to the action of weathering, that is wind, rain, snow, etc., cracks and breaks into smaller rocks and stones over hundreds of years and it forms soil. Due to the action of chemical, mechanical and spontaneous weathering, there is formation of nutrients and minerals in the soil. The next picture will make the various layers of soil clear to you. We see that the lowest is the hard bedrock. Over thousands of years, it turns into parent rock and with weathering, it turns into smaller rocks with minerals and little humus. The next layer is finer particles of sand, clay, etc. mixed with humus and minerals. The fourth layer has litter of dead animal remains and the top soil. And the last is the humus.
That is very interesting. But ma'am, what is this humus?
Humus is the brown or black organic substance made up of partially or wholly decayed vegetable or animal matter that provides nutrients for plants and increases the ability of soil to retain water. Let us look at why soil is so important. The reasons are: it is the most fundamental natural resource of the country. It supports and sustains all kinds of life forms like plants, animals, insects, etc. Plants rely on soil for nutrients, water, and mineral salts. Soils help to recycle the nutrients from dead animals and plants. Soils change the air that surrounds the earth. Soils are the oldest and the most used building material. Observe this picture and tell me, what do you notice?
Ma'am, in the picture, the soil is of different color and texture. Does that mean that there are many types of soil?
Yes, David. We are now going to look at the major types of soil found in different parts of India. There are 6 major types of soil. These are: firstly, we have mountain soil. It is found on mountain slopes. On the top reaches of the mountain, there is gravel and very small broken pieces of stones. As you move lower down the mountain, this turns into finer stones mixed with alluvium. When you reach the valley, especially the river valleys at the foothills of the mountains, there is deep alluvium. Steep mountains do not allow any deposit of soil. Rain, wind, etc. carry the soil down. The different types of trees and plants grown here are: orchards are grown on the slopes, rice in valleys, and potatoes in almost all areas. Here we see apple orchards and rice cultivation.
Where do we find mountain soil in India?
We find mountain soil in areas of Ladakh, Lahaul, and Spiti district of the Himalayan region, Sikkim, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Kashmir, Eastern Ghats, and the summits of the Sahyadris.
Ma'am, we have looked at the soil on the mountain slopes and you told us that valleys.
The second type of soil is alluvial soil. As the rivers flow down, they bring silt and sand and deposit it in the basin. This soil is full of alluvium and is very fertile. All kinds of crops grow here. It is found in the basin of Satluj, Ganga, and Brahmaputra.
In some places, I have seen very dark colored soil. What kind of soil is that? Is it good or bad soil?
This is the third type of soil called black soil. It is black in color due to presence of high organic matter. It has been formed from volcanic lava. It has high moisture content even in dry seasons. It helps in the growth of cotton, sugarcane, wheat, onion, etc. In India, we find it in most parts of Maharashtra, some areas of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and a small part of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Now, David, look at the picture and tell me, what kind of soil could this be?
Ma'am, it is red in color, so it should be called red soil.
You are right. The fourth type is red soil. The red color in soil is due to the presence of iron in the form of iron oxide that coats the particles of the soil. Its important features are: it is formed from rocks like granite, etc. It is less fertile as compared to alluvial and black soil. It helps in the growth of rice, millet, maize, groundnut, etc. It covers large areas of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Chota Nagpur Plateau and Meghalaya Plateau.
Now I understand why these are called black and red soil.
Let us now proceed to look at the fifth type of soil. It is called laterite soil. Do you know what laterite means?
No ma'am, I don't know what laterite means.
The term laterite is got from a Latin word meaning brick. It is not very fertile. Rice, millets, sugarcane, rubber, coffee and tea is grown here. David, can you name a state where you will find tea plantations?
Yes ma'am, I have seen tea plantations in Assam.
You are right. Laterite soil is seen in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Odisha, Assam and Meghalaya.
Ma'am, we have covered all the states, isn't it? What else is left?
No, David. We come to the last type of soil and the states where it is found. This is the sixth type of soil called desert soil. You can see that desert soil is sandy. It is also called arid soil. Its color is either red or light brown. Areas of low rainfall have this kind of soil. It needs irrigation and fertilizers to help in the growth of crops like cotton, rice, wheat. It is found in western Rajasthan, western Haryana, southern Punjab, Saurashtra and Kutch. You can see from the map below the different states and the different major types of soil found in India. This will help you understand better.
We will now look at two important aspects of soil as a very important natural resource. These are soil erosion and soil conservation.
Ma'am, what is soil erosion?
Soil erosion is the carrying and loss of the top fertile soil. The causes of soil erosion are as follows. Nature of rainfall. Heavy downpour during monsoon months causes floods. Topography. The mountain regions and hilly areas of India are affected by soil erosion because of steep slopes and heavy rainfall. During heavy rainfall, soils are washed away by running water down the slope. Overgrazing. Cattle freely graze in open lands, making them bare of vegetation, and so winds carry away dry soil particles. Incorrect farming techniques. Farmers still plow fields in traditional ways. They have small size of farms. They don't follow terracing, contour cultivation, or crop rotation. There is improper use of manure. All these have caused soil erosion. Deforestation. Destruction of forests for cultivation exposes the soil to water and wind, which leads to soil erosion. Heavy population pressure on land. Population continues to rise at a rapid rate, and so, to meet the needs of this increasing population, more forests are destroyed, and so there is heavy pressure on land. Have any of you heard of the Chipko movement?
Yes ma'am, it is the movement to protect trees and to stop the cutting down of trees. But I don't know more about it.
It was made popular by Sundarlal Bahagwan, a Garhwali environmentalist. Chipko means to stick. The villagers in Uttar Pradesh, to protect the trees from being cut down, put their arms around the trees and hugged them. It was in the early 1970s. This movement helped in afforestation.
What are the methods of soil conservation or protection?
The different methods of soil conservation are: afforestation means increasing forest cover. More forests means the roots of trees in the forest hold down the soil and prevent soil erosion. Growing a shelter belt of trees on slopes. Terracing A terrace is a piece of sloped plain that has been cut into a series of successively receding flat surfaces or platforms. These resemble steps. This decreases erosion and surface runoff. Build small and large dams to control floods so that soil is not swept away. Organize the grazing of sheep, goat, etc. so that overgrazing is avoided. There are many other methods of soil conservation. We have studied a few. So David, I hope you have a good idea about soil, its erosion, and how to conserve it.
So, we have taken a long voyage of exploration with Mrs. Good Earth and David. This has been a very interesting journey into what is soil, its different types, and how nature and man play a vital role in the destruction and protection of soil. I'm sure all of us will look at the soil around us with a keener eye. With this, we all can say soil rocks.